Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome to my bathroom. Firstly, I was just getting ready in the mirror here and I thought, wow, I need to do a hair update. So I got this short hair now, right? And how's it going? Well, it's going, isn't it? First of all, when I put it in a braid, often pieces fall out. Problem A. Problem B is that I wanted to use this clip that my friend Kate had shown me, that you put your hair up right in a clip or whatever, and it's a flat clip. It has like a prong and then it's like a little oval, but it's flat to your head. So if you got hit in the back of the head, it's not gonna like put claws into the back of your head, because clips are very unsafe to drive in and stuff. But I love having my hair in a clip and I just want to drive in a clip all day. Anyway, the problem with that is that I thought that it was because my hair was so long that it wouldn't fit in there, which of course partially it was. It would be like hanging like down the back, but the main problem is that my hair is just too thick to fit into that little oval clip. So it doesn't matter how short my hair is, it's gonna be too thick to fit into that clip. So I'm still just using my giant claw clips anyway. And when it's down and styled, sure, I'm liking it. But how often am I wearing my hair down and styled? Pretty much never. And I also liked my hair down and styled when it was long, but it fit better in clips and in a braid when it was long. Here I was thinking that my hair was going to be better when it was shorter because I would be able to put it up easier, and in fact, not the case. That's my hair rant. I still like it, but I am going to just grow it back out. I think even if it was a little bit longer, it would fit into a braid better. I want to wear my hair in a braid when I'm running. I don't like a ponytail swinging around as much, and it's hard to put it into a braid when it's like this short. Complaining again. Oh, she's complaining off the bat already. So claw clip it is. We're just gonna grow it back out and I'll probably just have long hair for the rest of my life. Anyway, what are we doing today? We are doing home updates today. First update, not about the home. New sweater, new sweatshirt, thrift store, new sweatshirt. It's Izod. I had a yellow one like this that I got a stain on. I find these sweaters really comfortable and I love the colors, and they're also such good quality, no pilling, no nothing. So say hello to my new favorite sweater. Between this and that green one that I got last time, like, we are laughing. And yeah, I was just getting ready and I thought I would tell you about my hair because I know that you guys are curious. I know you're curious. I know you wanted to hear me talk about my hair. I knew it. No. I know that you actually want to hear me talk about home decor. So let's do it. Fine, while we're getting ready, we'll talk about one more thing. This, not necessarily this flavor, it's called Peaceful Warrior. I prefer the exotic smell, I think. But sage spray deodorant, it's the best deodorant in the world. Not only is it not like a regular white stick, so it makes it all, your clothes all stained. I believe it's salt, potassium alum, that must be it. But whatever the ingredient is in here, it is not just masking a smell, it is getting rid of the bacteria. So I use this daily, and even if I don't use it, I barely ever smell bad. Which, mind you, I never really smelled bad anyway before, but I still could smell bad, and especially when I was using toxic deodorants, and then as soon as I started using natural ones, it really went away. And I got a bad rash for a while, of course. That's what happens. Your armpits start like detoxifying. Your armpits start detoxing? Yeah. Your armpits start detoxing, and so they're getting rid of all the bad like metals and stuff like that that were in your armpits in your old deodorants, and so you start to smell really bad and you usually get a rash. But then once you're over that hump, you're laughing all the way to good smelling city. Okay, I even got Brendan on this. And he never smells. Like, he was always on, you know, the classic man deodorants, and he wouldn't smell bad when they were on, but then as soon as it wore off, he would start to smell bad. Once I got him on the natural deodorant, he never smells anymore. I mean, rarely. If he works out or something, of course, but it seriously is the best deodorant ever, if anybody was wondering. Aluminum free, it's all natural, and it's a spray. Like, I don't want to rub something in my armpits uncomfortably. I prefer to just spritz. And you can spray it on other things, right? Like, if I have a piece of clothing that I feel like is starting to smell bad, but I don't have time to wash it and I really want to wear it, I'll spray the piece of clothing and let it kind of air out for a while, and then usually the smell will go away if there was some sort of smell on the clothing. Okay, let's go talk about home decor. And I'm gonna change into my painting clothes because we're painting something today. So after I put on my painting clothes this morning, after I filmed that clip, the camera was gonna die. Well, the camera died. So I had to plug the camera in. My ear's ringing, hold on. So I had to plug the camera in, and then I ended up doing other things. I ended up eating lunch. I was watching Benji Plants, this YouTuber that I like. I started watching Broad City. I was cleaning like a crazy person. I cleaned this whole window situation because it was absolutely dank and dirty. Like there was so much dirt in the sliding door. You know how that happens? Yeah, I've just been on an absolute cleaning spree. I was cleaning the walls as well, which I don't really know how to clean walls. I was trying to use my Swiffer and like do long strokes so that it wouldn't be like you could see a bunch of circles from you scrubbing the wall or something. And I think it did work the best it's ever worked. Like I can still see some streaks lengthwise, but I don't really mind that as much and it looks way cleaner. But if you do have tips for cleaning walls, please let me know. Let me know. I don't know how to clean a wall. The reason I'm holding this is because we're going to get rid of it. But the actual purpose of today is to talk about, well, let's talk about this plant first. Okay, I got this plant. It's a dragon tree. So I have been wanting a dragon tree, and this one's gorgeous and huge. It was $20. The girl was moving, so I went and bought it from her. Firstly, I don't love the plastic pot, but it's actually kind of fine. I do like the terracotta color, and I like the height. I like the tree. I like everything about it, except for the fact that it's just one big stem. I want one that is very like gangly and has a bunch of different stems. So we're actually gonna be chippity chopping this. I know it's gonna be horrific for some people. Hopefully people will understand, whether you're a plant person or not. It's also getting like sap on it. It's not like the sap that you get from when a bug is eating it. It's almost like little dewdrops, and I think it just means that the plant is under stress. I don't know why it's so stressed. I honestly think I've had it for like 2 months. So I don't know why it's not climatizing, if that's why it is stressed. Although there was sap droplets on it when I picked it up from the girl. So I'm just gonna have to do some research and figure out how to make this plant healthier. But as far as propagating it goes, I saw someone chop off a bunch of the old leaves, chop off the top, and then you can chop a couple of chunks of stem and propagate it in water. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, and dirt on the couch. Let's see what vases we have in here. Let's do the fish. Kind of need like a big something. Something big. Aha. We'll do a little guy. We'll do the little guy for little twigs. I'm going to turn the TV off because I'm not watching this anymore. Oh, I thought that was how you turn the TV off. What the ah. There we go. And then I think we'll put the big twig in here. This is going to be good to hold it. And I'm pretty sure it looks like wood, but this is like a composite. Let's take off some of these leaves, shall we? If you don't know plants, the reason that I am chopping it is because, like I said, I want it to be all scraggly. And when you chop a plant, it encourages new growth and often encourages more growth. You know, chop off its head and two will grow back kind of situation. Is that Medusa? No, that's a dragon who that happens to. But it's like pretty big actually. But yeah, it just doesn't look that like happy and healthy. Boom. 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 Mr. Boombastic. Okay, that looks like a good amount to me. That felt like a lot of leaves, honestly. This feels crazy right now. I'm doing it. Whoa! That chopped way easier than I thought it was going to. I'm just gonna make sure that this is cleaned out and has water in it. She has been filled with agua. Whoa, this is like way bigger than I thought it was. Cool. Ah! Looks crazy. That looks crazy. Kind of looks cool though. Put it back on its station. What did the plant people think? It kind of looks crazy. It's definitely too big for that area. Way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Kind of like it as well. Anyway, it's gonna stay in there until it propagates, I suppose. So that's that. It is like laughably large. I don't have anything else I can put this in though, so we're rolling with it. And now, as for the sticks, we're just gonna chop the sticks and put them in here. So you wanna keep some of the trunk, and then the roots that are already in the soil will just grow new stuff, new growth. Oh my God, it's literally like a tree trunk. Jesus, ow, just broke my wrist. So this I'm just gonna keep in like a sunny spot and hope that new growth starts coming out of it. And I'm gonna chop these twigs. One. How small should I make the twigs? And I'm gonna put these twigs in my laundry room next to my grow light and see if they grow any better in there. I'm not like a plant aficionado, but I like plants and I like have had plants. I like kind of know what's up with a plant. Actually, I just remembered that I have some stuff. Liquid root stimulator. So it's supposed to encourage root growth when you're trying to propagate something. Directions. It says read label before using, but then there's no instructions on any of the labels. I think you're supposed to just dip it in here from what I can remember. Okay, we're dipping. And then do I put it in the water, or was this for when you put it in dirt? Oh well, at least these are just the sticks, so we'll see what happens. This is just our little furnace room where I have my little arrow garden. We're gonna be popping this right here. We're gonna see what happens, okay? Okay, back to the living room. Okay, I also understand that this tree looks so goofy, but once it starts to grow roots, I'm going to put it into this pot. And then I feel like it'll look more normal. I'm like, am I gonna end up with 5 of these dragon trees possibly? We'll see what I can whip up. See what kind of growing I can whip up. Plant's done. Also, when that dragon tree starts to grow roots and starts to grow bigger again, my plan is to have one in the bedroom on the other side of our bed because we have a monstera on one side and I think the symmetry would be nice to have another plant on the other side. I'm thinking though that that's probably not going to be for a very long time. And I'm thinking maybe I should put this tree, this rubber tree there. Okay, we'll visit that after. We'll visit that later. Now, this whole shot is going to be backlit, but I want curtains right here. We're gonna put them up tonight actually. We're gonna put them up when the sun goes down. So we'll wait on that. What else are we even doing today? Sorry, I'm feeling scrambled. Another thing we're gonna be working on is this. Now, I had painted this silver and I thought I was gonna use it in our bedroom as a sconce, and then I ended up doing a different sconce up there that I also now have decided I don't like, so we're gonna have to figure something else out, but that's okay, that's okay. So we're going to paint this black now. First of all, the silver paint really didn't work well anyways. I really don't like that mirror paint. So we're gonna paint it black, and it's gonna go on a special spot in the kitchen, and we're going to have this be the lampshade. I think it looks cool and cute, and for the little spot that we're gonna be putting in, I think it's gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna spray paint this. Plugged in. Whoa! While we're on the note of painting things, I'm going to be painting this lamp as well. Right now it's just a regular white, and we're going to paint it the off-white color that we painted our bird table outside for the patio, if anybody knows. Because I don't love the white anyways. I was thinking I was going to want to paint it a color, but then I do have plenty of color in here and it have to be something that looks good with the green. We're going to go off-white. This is probably going to seem very pointless and pretty much look the same, but I don't really care. Let's do it. Ba-da-lum bum. Ba-da-lum big bum. Cool. I'm gonna put a little bit of painter's tape on the little knob thing, the switch, I suppose, and on the screws. It doesn't really matter, they're silver. They could just be painted, but I like them silver, so we're gonna cover them as best we can because I don't want to take them out. It's curtain time. It's probably still backlit. It's the morning, sorry. These are some sheer white curtains. Now in here, I was thinking I was gonna want striped curtains. And then I was like, that's like a little bit too much, I think. It would start to feel like a weird hotel or something. And then I wanted sheer yellow curtains. And I still do like the idea of sheer yellow curtains. But I've been seeing lots of just classic white. And I just thought, you know what? I think classic white just looks the best. So we're going for it. Now I thrifted these curtains and they're not the exact same, but they look very similar. And I'm probably gonna need a third panel, but I'm just gonna wait to thrift a third panel as well, because there's always lots of white curtains at the thrift store. This curtain track is from IKEA, which one of the curtains is originally from IKEA, I think too. IKEA curtains already have pleating tape on the back of them, which is really nice. Oh, they're a little long. I might have to hem them eventually. Yeah, so this is the pleating tape, and then you just buy these pleating hooks and put a little pleat in the curtain. You know the drill. Come on, guys. So this is what I was afraid of, is that they're gonna look a little bit too white, like a little cool tone. And that's why I kind of want the yellow, which maybe I would eventually try and stain these slightly. Like just get them kind of a bit more of like a natural linen color, but maybe the white will be good. I used to have white curtains up here, but they weren't this sheer. And I think I'm gonna like the sheerness better. Sorry, I probably have a wedgie. Ta-da! Lovely. I mean, it's much better than no curtains, isn't it? And now I'm going to make breakfast and coffee. My bestie Jasmine's coming over for some crib and coffee on the patio. So I'll see you guys later. Morning, guys. I put up the lamp that we painted the off-white color. I absolutely love it. It looks much better. I find that when stark white things are against my creamy white walls, it makes the walls look kind of dirty. I just don't like the bright white with the off-white tone. I actually was telling my friend Jasmine yesterday, I feel like it would look better if I had more white furniture, like then it would be more of a balance. But since I don't have much white furniture, then just having like one white thing is very stark. I also did like the curtains a lot more in the afternoon when the sun was shining in. It's a lot warmer, but I still don't really love them because of them being kind of a stark white color. But I think we're gonna keep them because I just don't really know what else to do there. And they're just plain white curtains. They are really nice. Like, I do like how they look. I just almost wish that my walls were a little bit less yellow or something next to them. But I know that's also just me overthinking it. And if I did happen to find sheer yellow curtains at the thrift store or even like a sheer green, I might go for it. But I'm happy that we have curtains right now anyways for the time being. And I do like those ones. So I'm happy with those forever if we have to have them forever for the rest of our lives for freaking ever. Okay, we're making the bed. This is funny because the bed looks like a massacre, and that is because I couldn't sleep last night. So I put my head at this end of the bed. I took a melatonin pill. I took a magnesium pill. I woke up to pee. It was 2 in the morning and I was like, oh my God, I've only been asleep for a few hours and I need to sleep for a few hours more. This is crazy how much I'm buzzing. And I think I was up for like an hour. I think it's because Brendan and I were doing more of our planning for our Japan trip last night until like 10:15. And so I was just kind of wired when we tried to go to bed, I think, which it's also so funny that I couldn't sleep last night because I usually can always sleep. Not to brag, but I'm kind of like a sleeper, okay? I can sleep. I usually get 8 to 10 hours every single night. I love my sleep. I think it's important, blah, 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 blah. Hence why I also wanted to read this book. I got this book yesterday in the mail and then I could not sleep last night. It's so crazy. Isn't that ironic? It's called Why We Sleep, and it is a neuroscientist who wrote this book. His name is Matthew Walker, PhD. And it's all facts on sleep. Our sleeping hormones. Is that what they're called? The things that like tell you when to go to bed? I think it's hormones, sleeping hormones. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, it's all about that and how much you should sleep. I actually saw this girl who I watch on YouTube, Claudia Salewski. Probably lots of people probably know who she is. She read that book. And so now I'm kind of interested to read it because I am always curious about sleep. And I know that sleep is important. And so it would be fun to just like know the science behind it and stuff. And I actually had heard a couple years ago on a podcast or something that when you don't get enough sleep, like when you're chronically getting 6 hours of sleep a night, you think that you're functioning fine. And that's because your brain is in like survival mode and basically just telling you that you're functioning just fine, but you don't even know how good you would be functioning if you actually were getting the sleep that you need. It's kind of crazy, and it honestly makes sense because your body like is just used to that much sleep. So it's like we know we're gonna have to survive off of this much sleep, so we're just gonna start surviving off of this much sleep and tell ourselves that we're doing just fine even when we're not doing fine. And I also feel like that makes sense because like I said, I get like 8 to 10 hours a night, and when I don't get enough sleep, I really feel it. It's because my body is used to getting like a healthy amount of sleep. So then when I don't, I'm like really not doing well because my body's like, what's going on? Why are we only getting this much sleep? We can't survive off of this. But if I were to be getting like 6 hours of sleep per night for like 30 days, I'm sure that my body would start to function with that little sleep. Anyway, one of the interesting facts that Claudia had mentioned in her video that I was excited to read this book about is that we are apparently biphasic sleepers, which means we're supposed to get a long sleep per night, that 8 to 10 hours, and we're actually also supposed to take an afternoon nap. That's what humans, like us as animals, naturally are wanting as far as sleep, which is like, of course, makes so much sense because of that afternoon lull. We all always are feeling that afternoon lull. People talk about it all the time. They need like an afternoon pick-me-up. And it's because you're actually supposed to be taking a nap. So I'll update once I read that book, all the fun facts that I learn. But today we're actually going to be moving some things around in the bedroom. I had discussed the plants in the bedroom. I actually brought this, can you see it? Yeah. I actually brought this weird little plant up here, and so I'm gonna be moving some things around. Starting with, let's get this lamp out of here. I don't necessarily need this lamp over here. Someone actually commented on one of my videos and was like, there's too many lighting things, because there was a candle sconce on the wall here. This lamp, that lamp, and the pendant lights. It is very weird that there's just like way too much lighting in this corner. So I'm just like, yeah, that's true. So we're going to move this one over to the office area. The desk. I'm also actually gonna move this one. So I really like this lamp. I've talked about it before, but it's kind of bugging me how small it is actually. And I thought that would be a good side of it, but it actually just takes up so much space because it like hunkers over like that. Honkers. So I can't put my water bottle under it, and I find I'm like hitting it a lot. So we're gonna be moving this one too, which I actually much preferred The black lamp that was up here before, there was a black lamp up here that I ended up throwing out because I thought it was completely busted. And I think it was actually just the bulb, which is really sad. But so I have a second one of those black lamps downstairs in the living room. We're going to put it up here. We're going to find something else for the living room eventually. This one I'm hoping will look good on the desk because I really don't want to get rid of this lamp. It's so cool. But I'm not liking how short this thing is looking. I kind of wanted to put it on one of these chairs because I really want to keep these chairs, but they're just kind of awkward and kind of unnecessary. I think I just need to get rid of these chairs. So that's probably in our future. Oh my God. Because this stool is really cool. I wish it was more of like a moment. So we're going to make it a moment. Sorry, I probably have a wedgie again. And it can go quite a bit higher. I was looking at on Pinterest of all these different photos of plants on like desks and offices and stuff like that. And I was feeling inspired. So, because I do love plants. I just don't love when they like feel really overdone and boho. But like this is cute, right? I think I want it higher. How high can it go? Oh, quite high. Okay, we're at max height. Kind of cool, actually. This thing looks so funny, but it's also kind of cute. And it's also temporary. And then I thought this monstera could even just go on the floor, but I think it might be kind of big and annoying. But this stool is kind of uglier, so I think it'll just go on this stool in this corner. Come here, my buddy. Oh my God, this pot is so heavy. I'm also not sure if I'm gonna like the symmetry of the two plants on either side. So sometimes you just really gotta try it out, don't you? What do we think? Ooh, I like that stool in that corner for sure. Is that too much? If I do a full-length headboard, then I can't put a picture there, but it feels like that's what's missing. Okay, I'm gonna grab the black lamp from the living room. I just feel like this lamp is like the perfect bedside lamp. It's like nice and big, so it adds like a little height to the nightstand. I've talked about this before, but when Brendan's sleeping, I don't want to like blast him in the face with a normal lamp. So it's nice that I can just shine this one on my book, even though I haven't read in like a year. But you know, I'm gonna get back into it. See, this lamp's just like perfect for the bedside. I've actually decided. Cute bedside. Now, do we like the picture? I know I did this horizontal gallery wall in one of my last videos and I don't like it anymore. Okay, I know. I think this would look cute right here. Depending on how big the headboard is, this could also just go on the headboard, which would look really cool and fun. I'm gonna go for it. 27. We need to be 4 inches over, so we need to be, okay. Use the tape measure as the hammer. Tape measure doesn't have enough weight to it. Use the water bottle as the hammer. I should have just gone and got my hammer. Yeah, there we go. Now the only thing that I'm worried about here is the red pot that I just put here being too close to that red frame. If it's looking weird, especially since they're all like very textured with the marble top and this pot is kind of textured and then also the burl wood frame is kind of textured. I need to wait and see if the plant is going to regrow in that pot anyway. I like the picture being there though, that's cute. Brendan's bedside also is looking bare. We could put the pot over on his side if he doesn't mind. Okay, that's looking good as far as the bed area goes. I'm liking this a lot actually, especially like this side. Like my side is looking good. Okay, let's work on the desk area. Unfortunately, I've decided I don't really like this light that I made. I like it when it's on, like this. I really like the concept and everything, but I don't like the taupey color of the fabric when the lamp is off, which I know is so nitpicky of me, but I just don't like it. It just doesn't feel right. Maybe it'll feel better once we redesign the desk. So I'm still open to it, but I'm also open to doing something else over here, which is unfortunate because I did like this. So this lamp, I made this lamp. It's just a wooden post with a light on it. I had a regular globe on there. Then I found this beautiful globe that has these flower pattern on it. I love this globe a lot, but I think I found one that I'm gonna like a little bit more over here. So we're gonna test it out. We're gonna test both of them out. Just let's remove everything from the desk. My brother-in-law also made these coasters. Look how cool they are. It's got a little stripe of red wood going through it because it was my parents' 40th anniversary. So he made these for them because I guess your 40th wedding anniversary, the color is like ruby, or the gift that you're supposed to give people is like ruby. I don't know. I think these candlesticks are gonna have to go somewhere else. That's okay. So this is the globe that I found. It's kind of like a beehive shape or something, but I think I'm gonna like it over here. Now I know that it's kind of just giving the same effect of this lamp anyway, but I like that it's a little bit higher. And the goal also was to clear off this space of the desk. So we're gonna take this lamp. I feel like I'll have to put this lamp somewhere else. I absolutely love this lamp. I feel like it kind of works everywhere. It's a vintage IKEA lamp that I found at the thrift store. Now I'm wondering if the paper tray can go to this side. Still with the vase on top? Oh wait, where's our lamp gonna go then? That feels crazy. Lamp there is gonna be in front. Oh no, I don't know that the lamp's gonna work. Oh my God, because this is the thing, is that I want this over here. Wait, why doesn't that go on top of the paper tray? Ooh, that's some fun height over here. I like how rustic this pot is as well. Then lamp can just go there. Lamp does look pretty lonely. Pot and lamp. Does that feel crazy? How does a lamp go on a desk? This lamp is just so awkward because it like sticks out so weird. I think this lamp can't go here. Let's get the picture that usually goes here. Does the plant look just awkward? This lamp has to go. This lamp is going somewhere else. It's like the art is so weird. There's like too many circular, globy type things. We've got like circular vase, circle, circular vase, circle. Yeah, I think that plant just can't live there, right? I like this situation, I think, though. That's still too many circles, but I just need to find a new art piece for here. I'm back from work with my new favorite drink. This is a iced coconut milk matcha. I made like matcha foam with oat milk and I put it over iced coconut water. Shout out to Jasmine. My friend Jasmine told me about this drink. This is apparently a hot summer beverage. It's not summer anymore, but it was a hot summer beverage and I'm trying it now and I like it. And I needed an afternoon pick-me-up because I'm not getting my afternoon nap. Biphasic sleepers. I really didn't like that pot being over here, so I moved it over here. I want this pot to be somewhere where we can appreciate it. I love this pot so much and this plant. So it's kind of been in places like in the stairwell and then now it's just on the floor in the living room and it's not really being appreciated. And the plant was kind of even starting to die. So we need to take better care of this. All this to say it will not be going here. I think we'll be putting our flower vase back here. And I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for a tiny little lamp. So I did take down our DIY wall sconce. Sometimes you just need some fresh eyes on that and I don't like it. And Brennan said he actually likes it better without it too. I just think it was not doing what I wanted it to do in here. But I did like the light that it was giving to the desk area. That's why I wanted to have that tall lamp over there. And I just really like this vase on this desk, I feel like. It's nice to have a little bit of greenery on the desk. Our problem now is I would like to have a tiny little lamp. So if I could find a tiny little lamp at the thrift store, and in fact I do have a tiny little lamp. I just can't decide if it would look good here or not. And instead of being lazy, I should just test it, shouldn't I? I should just go get it and see if we would like it here. That's what we're gonna do. Anyway, we ended up not really changing much except for changing out this piece right here. But I feel like this lamp is bigger and it's giving off more light and then it's also kind of out of the way of the stack of books. I don't know, it kind of defeats the purpose. I may as well have just kept the other one over here. I do like this lamp though, and I feel like I'll be able to find somewhere else for the other one to go. Or maybe I'll have to sell one of these mother freaking lamps, eh? What about this over here? Then are we running into the circle problem? I kind of like it actually. Oh, by the way, I think you can see Brendan in the mirror. Oh yeah, Brendan, they can see you in the mirror by the way, if you want to wave or something. That's Brendan. He's doing more Japan research. We did a bunch of Japan research last night. I think I already said that. Yeah, the pot looks great over there, doesn't it? And then it leaves space for a cute little lamp here. And then we've got like some height situations. Like if there was just a small lamp that wasn't reaching this height. I already know I'm not gonna like the little lamp that I have though here because it directs light down. It's like a mini version of a classic antique desk lamp. And I want something that's gonna give off more of like a glow. Something that's gonna be a little bit brighter over here for working. That silver lamp that's like shaped like this also, I put it downstairs on the shelf in the living room and it does look good. It definitely looks the best out of anywhere it's looked. I like it there the best, but I still don't really like it that much. I just think it's kind of an awkward lamp. I don't know if it's reading over a camera because it is a cool lamp, but it's really awkward height and stuff. So it's just, I don't even know what would be the perfect spot for it. Like it's almost like it needs to be like a spotlight for something in front of it. I don't know, it's really weird. It's a weird shape. So we might have to get rid of that lamp altogether as well if we find something we like better. Yeah, I think all the other lamps that I have that could go here all kind of direct light in a certain direction. And I don't want something round. Like would this be crazy if this was here eventually when I find a lampshade for it? I don't think it'd be, I think it's too many big things. Yeah, that's way too many big things going on. Maybe we just don't have a little lamp there. Maybe if I find a wall sconce that I like better, we have like a cooler wall sconce right there. And in fact, I'm gonna go get our wall sconce. I need to put this freaking goddamn matcha down. I'm gonna go get our wall sconce that we're putting in the kitchen, sconce, and we're gonna see if it would be a vibe in here. Oh, also though, with this little pot on the ground, I did say to Brendan, I feel like it needs a little stool. And I remembered we had this one in the living room that was kind of doing nothing. Ta-da! Yeah, that's so cute. So I like all these little moments specifically. I like this, I like my nightstand area, Brendan's is working, and I like this little area, but I'm gonna see if it's gonna bother me that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 plants in each corner of the room. I I think I even would just need like one more plant just to balance it out a little bit. So right now it just feels like we're putting plants in all four corners. But also, I mean, do I really care? You're not ever looking at all four corners at once anyway. And they're all different kind of plants. Maybe I should just make it feel like a plant store in here. Like a cool plant store though. So I finished painting our two pieces black here. It honestly was way more of a pain than you would expect. So I lost the ring that twists the lampshade on to our sconce, and I knew I lost it. It was one day it was on the shelf in the garage, and then one day it wasn't. But I thought no problem because I knew I had extras from the IKEA light fixtures. Different sizes, which is annoying, but that's okay. So we're just gonna twist tie the lampshade on. It's gonna work fine, but it is annoying. And I am annoyed. Can you please help me? What? Can you help me?
Oh yeah, of course.
Can you just hold this here?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I'm gonna twist tie this around here. I don't think it's really gonna work though.
I don't think so either.
Fuck, I lost the piece though. Like I don't have another option. It's just not gonna stay very well, I don't think. Like desperately needed that ring. Like how did I lose that thing? Okay. Oh my God, the twist tie situation wasn't working. But luckily I found the ring. Of course it was with my pens and my pencils in the garage. Probably put it there thinking, I'll never forget that I put this here. And I totally forgot that I put it there. There we go. Very cute, very cool, very fun, very freaky, very fresh. See, Brendan, what if this one was here? Like that looks better than the other one. Okay, I think we're done in the bedroom. We're as happy as we're going to be. Let's hang up this sconce in the kitchen. Right about here.
I don't know if you want it to go higher or not.
Higher is good over there. I didn't like it in the kitchen, so we're gonna try the sconce here. I am nervous about there being this arch and then how arched the sconce is, but I actually think it might look kind of cool. So we're giving it a try, because why not? Why not take a crazy chance? What do you think?
I like it.
Better than the other one.
Way better than the other one was too big.
Too big and like floofy or something.
It was cool though. That was the one you made, right?
Yeah, it was cool. I just don't like how gray this tone is. Too gray for our bedroom, I think. Okay, everybody, that was quite the journey. I feel like I was indecisive on everything that we did in this video, and I feel like I'm still not really sure, but we're making moves, and I'm starting to see some things that I'm really liking. This actually is quite good. I'm not bothered by arch and arch. I don't think it's bothering me. Okay, Brad and I are gonna go for ramen now, because we're so excited for Japan. We cannot wait to go to Japan. So we're drinking matcha, we're eating ramen, we're planning Japan. This even is like Japanese kind of decor, I guess. I would like to incorporate more Japanese decor actually. In like different ways though, in like colorful ways. Not in like a classic minimalist Japan-y kind of style, in like some cool color and fun things. God, I'm so tired today. That's okay though. Ramen, and then it's bedtime pretty much. It's like 5 p.m. One last note actually, I remembered that I had this little diffuser / lamp situation in the kitchen downstairs, and I never really use it in the kitchen. It's always kind of in the corner. I always kind of forget, and I don't really hang out in the kitchen a lot, but I hang out up here all the time. So when I'm sitting here and editing, I can have a nice diffuser smell situation going on. So I'm feeling very happy about that and this whole situation. We now have 3 lights over here. Woo! Okay, and that's all I have to report. We're gonna go for ramen. We're gonna probably plan some more Japan stuff and see where else the night takes us. Who knows? And I will see you in the next video next Thursday. Be there or be square.